I request our college principal, Dr. R. Shanti, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you. Greetings to one and all. It's a great honor to be a part of this webinar today. And on behalf of the management, Punjab Association, faculty, and students of Anadarsh College, let me welcome Mr. Sam Daniel Stalin, Bureau Chief, NDTV, who has kindly consented to be the speaker amidst his busy schedule. I welcome all the faculty, students who have taken an interest to learn about elections in India and the responsibility of voters. The National Voters' Day is observed on 25th January every year to mark the foundation day of the Election Commission of India in 1950. This day facilitates and maximize enrollment of new voters. Voting is the central pillar of any functioning democracy, and India, since its first general election, has adopted the principles of universal adult franchise. Citizens vote once in every 5 years to elect the representatives of the national, state, and local legislative bodies. The theme for National Voters' Day on 25/1/22 is to promote the electoral process among the newly eligible young voters and is very aptly themed. To give some statistical endorsement to support the theme, in 2020, the population aged between 18 and 23 years for India was 1,48,503.66 thousand persons. Population aged 18 to 23 years of India increased from 61,826.06 thousand persons in 1971 to this remarkable figure, which is growing at an average annual rate of 1.81%. If you are a citizen of India and above 18 years of age, you are eligible to cast your vote in the elections. As per the Constitution of India, every Indian citizen who is of sound mind is given a universal voting right. The voter is not discriminated on the basis of factors like greed, economic status, etc. It does not matter the religion he or she belongs to, or he is rich or poor. The Indian Constitution lays down the eligibility criterion for voting in India. If you fulfill the criteria, then you are eligible to vote for the elections. I hope this webinar turns unwilling and indifferent and politically ignorant youth into informed young voters. I congratulate the PG Department of Public Administration and the NSS to have taken this great opportunity to bring electoral literacy for youth, which is fundamental for a stronger democracy. Thank you. Thank you all so much and have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now request Dr. S. Marsland, Dean, Student Affairs, Head and Associate Professor, Postgraduate and Research Department of Public Administration, to introduce our esteemed chief guest.
Good morning to one and all present here. A very good morning to our principal as well as to Mr. Sam Daniel. I'm really honored and privileged to introduce Mr. Sam Daniel, who is a seasoned journalist with proven leadership, and he's got 21 years of reporting experience across 7 countries with the premier NDTV 24/7. And presently, he is heading the bureau in Chennai. He also reports widely on NDTV's digital and new media platform. And he was the first to report from ground zero when the tsunami struck India's Nahapatnam. He is reported from the US and the European countries. He's a very widely traveled journalist. He's a British Chennai scholar, International Visitor Leadership Program alumni, the Media Project Fellow, and Rotary International's Group Study Exchange Scholar. He's also been chosen for several international fellowships in the US, UK, Germany, Belgium, Holland, and Nepal. He's also the recipient of the Excellence Leadership Award, Electronic Media in 2015. Recently, he was given the Global Commerce Media Icon Award. He's an anchor news. He anchors news segments, co-anchors shows. He does live reports and interviews and contributes to many flagship programs on NDTV, including The Big Fight, Agenda, Truth versus Hype, We the People, and Left, Right, and Center. He introduced a range of national and international leaders, sports champions, Nobel laureates, celebrities, and newsmakers, and have addressed TEDx Meet and mentored around 50 budding journalists and alumnus of the premier Madras Christian College and University of Westminster. He has a 5-year experience in teaching English and journalism in colleges as well. Above all, we were all alumnus of Madras Christian College. I really happy to say that today we have with us Mr. Sam Daniel in our webinar, and we also feel that he is a befitting person to address our young scholars. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Mr. J. Sam Daniel Stalin is the bureau chief of the New Delhi Television Limited media company, popularly known as NDTV, focusing on broadcast and digital news publication. I now invite our honorable chief guest, Mr. J. Sam Daniel Stalin, bureau chief, NDTV, to address the audience.
Thank you, Tejapriya, and thank you, Dr. Marcelin, who I often call as young lady, and Dr. Shanti, the principal, Dr. Anita Raman, the vice principal, and my dear students. Having been in teaching for some time, it's always joy to speak to students. It always makes me feel young. And I thought I'd speak to you maybe for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we can have an interaction that could be more interesting and meaningful. And young voter, the change maker for an aspiring India, I thought I'll break it into 3 parts: why and how we can do that, and also would wind up giving examples in terms of how the leadership is changing in many popular democracies globally. I would like to begin this with a small real story, an anecdote. Many years ago, a popular shoemaking company in India wanted to expand their operations in another country. And they thought it would be good to set up a plant in an African country. And they chose one particular country in Africa. And they decided to send 2 of their marketing team members to this particular country so that they can go do a kind of a scouting, find out the opportunities and prospects to open up a shoe manufacturing plant there. The plan is they come back and report on, based on that, they would decide how to go about further. One of the 2 marketing professionals sent was a senior marketing person who has been with the company for the last 15 years. And another person is a young lady who has been working with them for just around 2 years. So they both took their flights, landed there, and then took another 2 days to reach this particular country there. And then they parted ways. They thought they will independently go check for prospects in that country, do their own investigation, and then get back on one appointed day to take their flight back to India. After a week, they both got back to Delhi, and they were all set to meet the board of directors of their company to find out, to share with them what they found. First, the turn of the senior marketing professional, and in a nutshell, he put it this way. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very underdeveloped country. They don't even wear slippers, leave alone wearing shoes. And in my opinion, starting a new shoe manufacturing plant there would be waste of money. Let's decide, let's think of another country where we will have good business prospects. Then the entire board of directors, the members were quite eager to listen to the other young lady, what she would have to say. And she gave a completely different picture. She said, we have a huge opportunity to make it big in this country. Nobody wears shoes there, which means we have a huge opportunity to make people buy our products. And there's no competition. We'll be the only monopoly there, which means our returns will be much, much higher for a long time. And I strongly recommend that we set up this plant there. We focus all our attention, put all our attention, heart, mind, and soul there, so that we'll really make it big. We'll be able to really expand our leadership not just in India, now to another country. And the board of directors found sense in what that young lady said, and they decided to set up a plant there, and rest became history. As she forecast, the company made it very big. My dear students, this is the potential of young people like you. They think out of box, and when you actively participate in anything you take up, you bring creative solutions, you're willing to take risk, and that's the kind of role the country expects you to play when it comes to your role as a young voter, the change maker for an aspiring India.
Thank you, sir. Your speech was very informative and motivated us to the fullest. Now, I request Dr. to announce the winners of slogan writing competition and drawing competition conducted by the Department of Public Administration based on the theme Young Author, the Change Maker for an Aspiring India.
Winners, we would like to thank the judges Dr. S. Usha, Associate Professor, Department of Tamil, and Dr. P. Radhika, Associate Professor, Department of Corporate Secretaryship, for spending their valuable time and judging the competition held to celebrate 12th National Voters' Day on the theme Young Voter, the Change Maker for an Aspiring India. We are pleased to announce the winners for the various categories of the competition. Prizes for the drawing competition category. In third place, we have Kanagalakshmi M of first year BCom General, Anna Adarsh College. In second place, Kavya M of BSc Honors, Anna Adarsh College. First place winner is Kavya G of second BCA, Anna Adarsh College. Prizes for slogan writing competition category. Third place goes to Akalya N of first year, Rubber and Plastic Technology, MIT, Anna University. Second place goes to Kamali of first BCom Bank Management, Anna Adarsh College. First place goes to Kavita SK of first BSc Psychology, Anna Adarsh College. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you all the participants for the keen interest shown to participate in various categories of the competition.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. A. Amuda, Assistant Professor, Postgraduate and Research Department of Public Administration, to administer the pledge for National Voters' Day.
Kindly request our dignitaries, professor, and participants, please open your audio and video to administer the pledge. Please lift your hands. We, the citizens of India,
The citizens of India
Citizens of India,
having abiding
having
having
abiding
faith in democracy,
faith in democracy,
democracy,
hereby
hereby
pledge
pledge
to uphold
to
uphold
the democratic traditions
the democratic
traditions
of our country
of our country
and
and
the dignity of
the
the
dignity
dignity of
free,
free,
fair, and peaceful elections
fair
and peaceful elections
and
and
vote
to vote
in every election
in every
in every election
fearlessly
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 and
without being influenced
without being
without being
by considerations of
by
by
consideration
consideration
of
religion,
religion,
race,
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 caste,
caste,
community,
community,
language,
language,
or any inducement.
or
or any inducement.
May I request Ms. G. Hemalata, NSS Program Officer and Assistant Professor, Postgraduate and Research Department of Public Administration, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning to one and all present here. I take this opportunity to our chief guest, Mr. Sam Daniel, for having accepted to be offering today's speech on the theme, Young Voter, the Change Maker for an Aspiring India. Your words of encouragement and motivation will definitely aspire the young voters to exercise their right to vote, be an informed citizenry, and also be the true change makers for the future India, transform political culture. I thank the management for rendering their support to organize this event successfully. I'm extremely thankful to Madam Principal Dr. Raj Shanti for being the continuous source of motivation and support. I'm equally delighted to thank Dr. Anita Raman, Vice Principal and Dean Academics for the constant encouragement given. I take this opportunity to thank the judges for the slogan writing competition, Ms. Dr. Radhika, Associate Professor and Mentor, Department of Corporate Secretaryship, Dr. S. Usha, Associate Professor, Department of Tamil, for judging the drawing competition organized by the department, the theme, Young Voter, the Change Maker for an Aspiring Young. I'm extremely delighted to thank Dr. S. Maslin, Head and Dean Student Affairs, for being the pillar support in all the endeavors. I'm also thankful to the NSS program officers, Ms. J. Sujata and Dr. J. Sarda. Without your support, this program wouldn't be a successful one. I'm delighted to thank the faculty of the Department of Public Administration for the active involvement in any event that is organized. I also thank the faculty from other departments and colleges for joining today's program. A special thanks to the technical team of our department, Ms. Pavitra, Ms. Priyanka, Ms. Sneka, and all others who have been working till the last minute for making this program technically sound and engaging. I'm extremely happy to thank the student participants of the Department of Public Administration and from the departments of the college and also from other colleges. Special thanks to all the NSS volunteers from Anadash College for your active participation in today's event. Last but not the least, I thank Ms. Tejapriya for anchoring today's show. Thank you.